Hey guys, Huma here, and in today's video we're going to be doing ARK best maps for solo PvP. And when I'm doing this list, I am putting my own opinion into it and all the dinos and everything that you're going to need for a solo player, and basically ranking it, and at the end of the video we'll see which one's the best. And if you want to be mentioned at the start of any video, make sure to comment down below a question and you'll be mentioned at, one of the videos. But yeah, hope you enjoy, and let's just get straight into the video. So first off, we're going to go over the island, probably the easiest map for beginners and normal people, and that's because you've got the explorer notes, you've got not many hardcore dinos like aberration and that. The dinos are pretty neutral, pretty just basic dinos, and the map itself is just easy to survive. You've got tons of underwater locations, caves, and basically hidden spots in general. So that's really good for when it comes to solo PvP. And probably the island is, the easiest map to go on. I will be going through these really quickly. So yeah, moving on to the center, and this one is probably the best map for hidden locations. There are so many. The tames, obviously, they're just the normal ARK tames and that. The map, that's one thing, is it's pretty hard if you spawn, let's say, redwoods. It's pretty hard to move around without a flyer, but usually that's not really a problem because most people have obviously like PTs and stuff. But yeah, the only other thing as well to do with the center is there's no XP nodes, and that's also a massive thing for solo PvP, because if you're going to be main on that map, you need to do an XP run, or you could just hop over to the island and do it. But you're going to be moving around a lot, so it's up to you. But moving on to the next one. So these next maps are Ragnarok and Scorched Earth. Now let's get Ragnarok out of the way first. So the big thing about this is probably the first map to come to ARK with like a change of dinos and tames and that. We've obviously got griffins, wyverns. I think that's about it. I don't know whether. Oh yeah, and you got the Scorched Earth biome as well. So you've got all those tames as well. And yeah, the only problem I have with this is obviously XP notes. And so many people play Ragnarok, and that makes it harder to survive on, but also it's not that big of a problem if you know what you're doing. So for beginners, it's not the best map to go on, but if you know what you're doing, it is amazing. Like, I mostly play Ragnarok. You've got loads of land caves, and tames is just, it's easy. If you know what you're doing, then it's alright, but if you're starting out, not so much. And then we've got Scorched Earth, and this one is a bit of a dodgy map because every year or so it starts getting popular again, and then it just shoots back down. And I don't really play. I've only played Scorched Earth like 3 times, I think. I don't know. It's not a very good map, in my opinion. The locations is alright. Yeah, I've got some decent locations on there, but the map itself, the tames, everything, for solos and definitely for beginners, I don't think you should go on the map. If you're in a tribe though, it's decent, and the only reason I really go on there often now is I think it's because of the pearls. You just spawn at a location and get a bunch of pearls. That's all I really use it for. But that's for Ragnarok and Scorched Earth. Onto the last 3 maps. So these last 3 maps is Aberration, Valgoro, and Extinction. And obviously Genesis isn't out yet, so I don't know. If you want me to do an updated video, then comments below. But the reason why I've done these 3 maps together is because they all have the Aberration biome, and they're all linked. Like, obviously, Aberration itself, you've got the old underground thing, and then on top it's kind of like extinction, desert. And in Valgoro, obviously, you've got the underground aberration bit. So first we'll cover aberration. And for this, beginners, straight away, I'd say no, you shouldn't really go on this map. And that's because everything is just really hard. You've got no flyers unless you transfer if you're in a cluster. But unofficial, you can't, there's like no flyers there. XP notes, I think there is XP notes, I'm not sure. But the tames, you will get so many aggressive dinos on you. And starting out on there is really, really hard. But if you know what you're doing, if you are a pro player, as we say, you should be alright. There are a few locations, well actually there is quite a few hidden locations, but they're alright. But the main reason I don't really play this map is because of the flyers and also just the map itself. I don't really like it. The tames, obviously I've got some really cool tames on there like Reaper Kings, crabs, caraquinos, I don't even know. But you've got some cool tames, but the main reason is just the flyers, and you know, I wouldn't bother. But we'll move on to extinction. There's not a lot to say about this map. You've got the XP notes and that, tames are decent, and you've got those, obviously the bubbles, which the main thing I don't like about that is the snow biome is just, you've got the Managamas in there which completely ruin the game. And yeah, not really a lot to say about extinction. It has got quite a lot of solo locations, so that's alright. But the main thing is, you know, for beginners, I wouldn't go on there. Now the last one is, what is it, Valgoro. This one is quite a decent map, and that's because there is tons of caves. You haven't got XP notes though, which is a downfall. But the tames, you know, they're basic, but obviously you've got a few extra ones like the weird other, I can't say its name. It begins with a D, like Diniokius. I don't even know what it is. But you've got that. The locations I really like, and you know, it's just basic map really. You've got basic biomes. So for this one, it's really your choice. You can go on it if you're a beginner. Pretty easy to learn, and for solo PvP, not that bad, honestly. It's alright, and that's pretty much up to you. So that's it, and that sums it all up, and I'm saying the island is the best map for, you know, beginners and solo PvP itself. So you've got everything there. You've got obviously XP notes, you've got basic tames, you've got everything you need, solo locations. Now I will say Ragnarok, if you know what you're doing, like for more of the tribes up people, and you know, people know what they're doing in general, I'd say that is the best map. But since we're doing beginners as well, the island. So I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, if you disagreed, if you agreed. We'll be doing more of these map things, I think, if you want me to, I don't know. But there will be small tribes coming out soon, small tribe PvP. Live streams is coming very soon as well. So stay tuned for that on the channel, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one, and peace.